Yo, 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 it's Ace and this bitch. We back with another video. VVS Vault, you already know. Today we're gonna be learning how to make a FiveM chain. I'm gonna be showing y'all how to make them like this, how I be making them, like the pendants and shit. I already got a video on how to do the diamonds and shit, so if you wanna follow that, go ahead. But I'm gonna show y'all without the diamonds today. Let's get to it. So first things first, before we get started, these are all the applications you're gonna need to make FiveM chains. um I'm gonna leave links in the description down below on all of these so you guys can download them, except for this one. If you want to get this one, you gotta make a ticket in my Discord. This one's a little complicated to get for free, but yeah, that's about it. Alright, let's get to it though. First things first, open up a fucking Photoshop. Go to new file and open up a file with the width and height being 2048 by 2048, and then create it. And then you're gonna want to put like your pendant, whatever name you want to use. Textures, I mean not textures, what the fuck, fonts you can get from thefont.com. I'll leave a link on that as well. But you can download them from there and shit. I'm gonna just use this simple one. Alright, let's get to it real quick. I'm gonna just do my name. Make this shit big. It has to be black. I don't know why mine isn't, but yours should be black. Like this. Once you got your name and shit, make it as big as you'd like. Not crazy big, but once you like it, remove the background, go to file, export it, and then export it as a PNG. Go to downloads, and then right here, right click, go to new, and go to folder, and then just make a new folder. I'm gonna just name it chain for now. And then I'm gonna save this as text1. And then I'm gonna go to the name right here at the bottom, and then I'm gonna double click it, and then I'm gonna go to stroke, and then I'm gonna add like I'm gonna do like 25. It should be on the outside. Make sure the position says outside, like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Actually, let's do 30, 35. Like that. Export it as a PNG, text 2, and then we're gonna do it one more time. This one's gonna be, let's do 65, like that. Export it. Oh shit, wrong one. Export, quick export, text 3. Alright, now you got that. You're gonna turn those into an SVG, so you wanna open up Inkscape. Let that load and shit. Alright, once you got that open, you wanna go to file, go to open, hit chain, and then hit text1. Want to click on text1, hit path, trace bitmap, apply it. You want to go back to file, export. You want to export as a plain SVG. Make sure it says plain SVG. Sometimes this shit will go and say, like, you'll click plain SVG and it'll go and automatically put Inkscape SVG. So make sure it says plain SVG, then export it, and then redo the same process with the other ones. Hit the text2, click on it, path, trace bitmap, apply it, file, export, and then plain SVG, and then export it. Do the same for the last one. Let it load, click on it, click on path, trace bitmap, apply it, file, export, apply an SVG, and then export it. Right, now just minimize these. Once you minimize those, open up fucking Blender. Alright, highlight all of these, hit delete on your keyboard to delete them all. Like scroll in with your scroll wheel to like zoom in and shit, and then go to file, import SVG, go to downloads, chain, text one. See, now we got the first one in. Alright, now that we're here, right, before I get started any further, I'm gonna show you guys the shortcuts that Blender has to like move around and shit, move the text around. To move around like this, you hit G on your keyboard and then just move around with your mouse, and that's about it. And then you just confirm it with left click, and if to not confirm it, you do right click and it'll go back to that old spot, the original spot that it was at. And then you know, if you make a mistake somewhere along the way, let's say, you know, I fuck up or something right here, remove that, I do Control Z and it takes me back to where I was at. And then if I want to move on the like the X axis, I do G and X to move like that, and it just moves in on the X axis. It doesn't go up or down or anything. And then same with the Y, you just do G and Y, move on the Y axis. And then same with the Z, G and Z, and it moves up and down. Alright, so that's about it. And then yeah, I'll let you guys know if I use any other shortcuts that way you guys aren't guessing, because I know a lot of people use, what is that shit, this shit, I think it is, yeah, the gizmo. That shit, I don't even know how to use it for real. I don't be using that shit no more, I forgot. But yeah, it's easier when you use the keys and shit. So now we can get to it. Oh, actually, my fault. Before, like, if you press down on your scroll wheel, it moves down like this. If you hold down on, my bad. If you hold down on shift and scroll on your screen, press down on your scroll wheel, it'll move around like this. And if you do alt and then you press down on your scroll wheel and then just kind of like move around, it like switches between faces, whatever face you want to look at. And yeah, that's about it. Now let's get to it. My fault, I just like put hella information on y'all probably not gonna remember all that, but fuck it. Alright, so first things first, remove the material, go to your data tab, go to geometry, extrude it one time, come here, convert it into a mesh, and then just press G and Z to move it up, and we're just gonna leave it there. Right click and then set origin to geometry, and that's about it. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the other two. Click on it, go to your material, remove it, go to the data tab, geometry, extrude it one time, and then convert it into a mesh, move it up like that, and then set origin to geometry. And then we're gonna add the last one. Click on that, remove the material, hit the data tab, extrude it one time, right click, set origin to geometry, and convert to mesh. And this one we're gonna leave it there, and then bring these back down one by one. So first things first, go S to scale it, and then Z to scale it on the Z axis, and just make it smaller like that. Press G and Z to move it down, just kind of line it up like that. S and Z to scale it on the Z axis, bring it down. Shit. G and Z to bring it down. Okay, yeah, that's how it's looking real quick. Let me just I be turning this shit on because it helps me see better. There we go. Alright. You got your pendant basically started. Highlight it all. I already know we put all of them on origin to geometry, but do it one more time to make sure. Alright, once we're here, you're gonna wanna click on the first one, and then we're gonna do Shift D to duplicate it, left click to confirm it, and then you're gonna right click, convert the duplicated wood into a curve. Go to your geometry and then your depth, just mess around with it. I usually do that number, and then on the extrude I do the exact same, like that. Gives it a little nice outline. Click on the outline, right click, convert it back into a mesh, hit tab on your keyboard to go into edit mode, and then when you're in edit mode you want to click on each of the black lines one time with L to select the whole thing, like that. We're gonna do it to all the little black lines like that, and then we still have the bottom ones that we can't see right now, so we're gonna go into X-ray mode. To go into X-ray mode, you do Alt and Z on your keyboard, and then you highlight the whole bottom. But you see, if I highlight the bottom, it removes the top part that I selected. Do Control Z to go back, and then hold Shift while you select the bottom, and it keeps them. And then delete on your keyboard, delete vertices, and it should only keep, you know, the top one. The reason why we selected the top though is because it duplicates it for some reason, so we just deleted the duplicated part. Alright, and then we leave it like that. Then we just repeat that same process for the next two. So do it for this one. Shift D, left click to confirm it, right click to convert into a curve, and then right here you're gonna on the depth you're gonna do 0.006. Same with the extrude, and then you're gonna right click it and convert it back into a mesh. Hit tab, select it with L on your keyboard, and then Alt Z to go into X-ray mode. Hold Shift and select the bottom, like that. Delete on your keyboard to delete the vertices, and tab again to go back to object mode, and then Alt Z to go back into to get out of X-ray mode, and then it should look like that. And then repeat it one more time. Shift D, left click, right click to convert to a curve, and then 0.006, then 0.0006, and then convert it back to a mesh. Hit tab, and then for this one select the bottom and top one time, and then just delete it, and then do the same for these. I didn't do it, my fault. Don't forget these. There you go. And then for the bottom, you see how I deleted the whole thing? I don't mind it because you're not even gonna see it in the chain furrow, so I just be leaving it like that. Alright, once you're here, click on all three of these, and then right click and just shade smooth them to make them look smoother. And right now, honestly, this whole shit is probably hella high poly, so we're gonna bring it down right now. See, right now it's 132, which is a lot. So we're gonna decimate these three. So hit all three of them, and then hit tab on your keyboard to go into edit mode, and then select all with A. My fault, damn. With A on your keyboard, and then fucking go into mesh, clean up, decimate geometry, and then do 0.5 here, and it'll start bringing the number down. Just keep doing it till you're comfortable. It'll start breaking the mesh at one point, and we don't want that, so be careful. See, it broke the mesh right here, so Control Z to go back, Control Z to go back, and I'm gonna just leave it right there at 7,000. which is not bad. Yeah, we'll leave it there. And then we're gonna do the same with these. These we can do one by one. Mesh, clean up, decimate, CA. This one wasn't bad, so, and it broke the geometry, so we just want to Control Z and leave it like that. Just hit U on your keyboard and Q project, and that's it. And then do the same for this one. If you can decimate it, decimate it. If you can't, then don't. See, like that, that's fine with me. Hit U on your keyboard, Q project, and the same with the last one. A on your keyboard to select it all, U to Q project, and that's it. We're not even going to decimate that shit. And we brought it down to 14K. Fucking, you see how it's hella thick? You want to select the whole thing. Make sure you set the origin to geometry. S on your keyboard to scale it, and then Z to scale it on your Z axis. Just bring it down to where you think it looks good. I'm just say it like that for now. Yeah, and then I'm gonna just leave this like this. I'm gonna scoot this up, and I'm gonna leave it. And then if you guys go to my Discord, and you guys go to the free items channel, you guys can download any of these chains you guys want to use and shit. I'm just do this one, download that, and then you're gonna want to download this mail pad right here. Once you got those two, go back to Blender, import both of those, chain, and then the pad, and you should have your this shit like this. Don't move this. This is already where it needs to be, so just leave it. Just highlight your name, make it bigger with S. See, that's hella big, but it's fine. RX 90 to rotate it, and then you're gonna scale it back down a little bit, and then GY to bring it closer, and then GZ to bring it up. And see, it's still pretty big, so we're gonna do Alt and on your scroll wheel to like look at the front face like this. You're gonna do G and X to like center it a little bit, scroll it back down until you think it looks like good. G and Z to center it, G and X to center it, and G and Z to bring it up and down. And then just keep looking around and shit. G and Y, start bringing it back in a little bit. Look and see if that's good right there, and if you want to make it smaller, you can. See, like that probably is good. Bring it up, G and Z, and then RX to rotate it. Kind of just rotate it until you like it. Then center it up with the chain, the bell, and then that's about it. You got your chain right here. Alright, and this is where I changed my method of texturing. This way that I texture now. Shout out to my boy Voids, he put me onto this shit. For the white texture, like the silver texture, this one, let me show you. This white texture, you see how like it sparkles really good. If the video wants to fucking load, just probably not, but this shit, there's a new method that we do with like the normal map and texturing the silver part to get it to look like this, and I'm about to put y'all on right now. So for anything that's gonna be silver, which is basically gonna be this whole chain, we're gonna select and put it together. So we're gonna do the chain, this layer, and this layer. And to make sure you're selecting the right layers, just when you select them all, hit G and make sure you selected the ones you wanted to. And I did. So once you got them all selected, do Control J to bring them together, and then hit Tab on your keyboard, and then A to select them all, and then do U and then Q project it. And then when it's at Q project, you're gonna go back into object mode, and you're gonna add the texture real quick. So hit the material tab, delete both of these. So delete both of these, add a new one, image texture, open it, and then you're gonna add your texture. If you don't got any textures, I'm gonna drop the ones I use for this video. I'm gonna drop in free items so you guys can have them. So I'm gonna use, let's do this one, white diamonds. See how you don't see no texture on it right now? You're gonna select this little circle right here, it's the material preview. You see how it looks all ugly right now? You're gonna go into UV editing, A to select it all, and then just scale it up super big like that. Go back, you see how you could still see the diamonds. What we want is like to not see these diamonds like this. So just keep scaling this shit up all the way like that. See how you can barely see them? Still want to keep going a little bit like that. You want to barely be able to see them like this. See, that looks good. And then you can also do it for like this one. This one I'm gonna make it red. All of these, so select the ones you're gonna want red. Control J to join them. Hit tab on your keyboard, go into edit mode, A to make sure you select the whole thing, and then U, and then Q project. Then you're gonna go back into object mode with tab, and then go into your material, and then add a new one, image texture, open, and then I'm gonna add this one like that. And then you're gonna go into UV editing, select them all with A, scale it up really big, and see, like that's perfect. You want it to look like that. Scale them up super high. And that's only with these type of textures. Don't do it with like if you're doing like a PNG, like don't do it to that. Only do it to like the ones that don't have any pictures and shit like that. And once you're here, you want to just make sure you only have two. So hold on, delete the pet real quick. Yeah, you should make sure you only have two materials right here on the side. So the gray one and then my red one. These I'm gonna delete. Oh shit. Yeah, and I'm gonna just leave it like this. You can bring your pet back if you want, but I'm gonna just leave it like this for. And then once you're here, go to file. Oh, actually, before you export it, click on like your chain, and then hit A to select all of them, and then tab to go into edit mode, and then A to make sure you're still grabbing the whole thing. Go to mesh, clean up, and delete loose. Just make sure your loose vertices are deleted. I didn't have any, but you'll get some sometimes, and it won't let you import it into 3ds Max. But yeah, fucking now that you did that, go to file, export it, export as a OBGA, go to chain, and then just export it. And then once you're done with that, open up 3ds Max. Once you're in 3ds Max, make this little square bigger, put your perspective into orthographic, and then standard into high quality, and then click file, and then import your chain. Go to home, downloads, chain, and then your chain. Hit 7 on your keyboard so you can see your pulleys. It's a 30k pulley chain, which is good. Some slight like that. You don't have to put your pet in here, but I usually do it just to have them for real. Once you're here, you already textured in Blender, so you don't want to mess with them no more. The only thing you want to do is like click on each layer individually. So I'll do the silver one first. I'm gonna go to this square. I'm gonna go to editable mesh, and you're gonna click the element tab. Scroll down and just make sure we don't have any IDs here. See, if I can't click here, that means I don't have any. It's just all one ID, which is good. And if that one's like that, that means the red one should be like that as well. So just click both, attach both of these. So right now we're on the silver one. We're gonna go right here and attach it to our red one. Now they should all be one. And if you go back to element and scroll down, you should have two IDs. See, we have the silver ID and then we have the red ID. Once you're here, you're gonna want to import your teeth. For the teeth, I do have that one. If you boost my server and shit, I do provide it right here, so you guys can use this as well. But yeah, you want to import this shit. So to do that, you want to hit this little like wrench. You're gonna go into GTA and click this little like square shit, and you're gonna go to import, and then just gonna import your teeth in there. Click on teeth, click this one, and then just select folder. Go back one, minimize this, and then you see how right now it's selected on the low teeth. Leave it like that, and with control and left click, you're gonna wanna click on the medium and delete both of those. And you just want to get left with the high, and then once you're here, you know, once you delete it, it'll unselect this. So select the chain again, and then go into this little square and go into editable mesh, hit element, and then attach it to your chain. You want to scroll down, select the first ID, which is that chain that you imported. Select click D on your delete on your keyboard to delete it. Turn off element, go into skin. When you click on skin, sometimes it'll like take forever to load. Just it's gonna be loading. It'll look like it's not loading. Just give it its time and it'll load. But my shit was quick. Look, so once we're in skin, hit edit envelopes, and then remove all of these until you're left with spine 3. Scroll down, uncheck this, and then uncheck this and paint weights, and then just click on your chain until it's like all red. Just keep clicking that shit. It'll slowly start getting red. Alright, once it's like this, you're good. You can uncheck that and then turn edit envelopes off, and then go back to editable mesh, and then you want to open up this little shit that you minimized earlier, and then open the material editor, and then this first one you're gonna want to right click it and delete it, and then just press yes, minimize this, move these over, and then just position your chain into a way where you can see it like that. And then for this first one, we're gonna do pad, oh shit, pad, and then pad again, and then we're gonna turn the wind all the way down so our chain isn't shaking. Turn the intensity all the way up, put this at 45. The fall off, we're gonna do 1997. And then for the specular map, we're gonna do usually, if you've watched my old videos, we've done we usually use this spec map, but with this new method for the silver one and the silver ones only, like the silver texture, we're gonna be using this white one, and that's only for the silver. And then for the diffuse, that's the texture, we're gonna click embed and then fill up the texture that we used earlier in Blender, which was this one. Seeing it placed it now. And then the bump texture, we're just gonna use the full diamonds. It should look like that. Alright, now for the red one, we're gonna make it glow at night as well. So these are the settings to make it glow. We're gonna do ped and ped emissive. When you do ped and ped emissive, that's only for glow. Keep that in mind. So turn your wind off, and the intensity, put it at 1. I'm gonna put this at 7.5, and the fall off we're gonna do 69. And you see how it's like already kind of glowing in a way. Yeah, these are the settings to make it glow. And then the spec map, we go back to the regular yellow one that I always use, or everybody uses. And then texture, do the red one. Then the bump, we're gonna do let me see. Usually, I know I've used this one a lot back in the day, but I honestly just been using the full diamonds one for anything that I want sparkling, and I use the flat map for like gold or anything like baguettes or real place diamonds and shit like that. I'll use this one, but full diamond map is the way to go right now, honestly. Looks so clean. And then yeah, you're basically done right here. Exit this out, exit that out, go back into this little tab shit, and then you want to export it, and then just select your chain file, select folder, and just keep pressing continue. Edit export. This will take a while, like sometimes it'll take like 30 to an hour minutes long. It just depends on your PC specs, so just be prepared for anything. So we're just gonna wait and shit. I'm gonna pause the video and we'll be back once this shit ready. Alright, once it's done exporting, it should look like this. Whoa, your screen should look like this. What we want to do now is open up OpenIV, and this is how we get it into FiveM and shit. Hold on, just moving my files around earlier and shit, so it doesn't know how to locate anything anymore. Alright, we're gonna hit edit mode, turn it on, go to mods, make a chains folder if you don't have one, and then you're gonna wanna, this is what you're gonna rename your texture. So I just usually copy it off an old chain. Go to chains, make a new one. I'm just gonna name it base chain. Whoa. Go into the file folder, hit new texture, and then this is the name that you're renaming it. Press OK, and then you're gonna import your chain. It's this file right here though, the one from 3ds Max. Protect the mesh. Press OK. Then it should import. For this, since we did separate like textures and we didn't like combine them, we don't need to put a texture here. This you just leave blank like that, don't put nothing in there. And then once you're done with that, you just want to put this into FiveM and shit. So to put it into FiveM, you feel me, drag the chain into your download. So like that, you should have it in here. Here I have the shit. Should have the names. Here they are. This is what you rename it for FiveM. Well, this is a way to rename it for FiveM, because some textures are like some servers rename it like this. It just depends on the framework, some shit like that. Alright, so once you got your name, go to your chain, rename it, and you just put that shit that I copied, you just put it in front of teeth. So it should look like this. And then I just make my number different due to my clothing and my server. So do that, rename it, and then open up another file. Go to your server and just throw that shit up in there. Grab both of those, drag it in there, replace both files, and that's it. It's in your server. That's how you make a FiveM chain. That's about it. Alright, I'm about to show y'all two ways of how the chain looks, one with graphics, one without. This is the one without graphics right here. Is how it looks with the new method of making the sparkles look better, how I did with the spec map and shit.